I want to show some very basic Gracie Jiu-Jitsu wrist releases for common wrist grabs. We have countless techniques in American Kempo, or if you're an offshoot of Kempo, you know, whatever that style might be, where someone grabs the wrist with one hand, same side, cross grab, double wrist grab. But the approach is always the exact same: strike the person. So, you know, as soon as we choose to engage in that, we have to be under the assumption that the person grabbing us, most times grabbing our wrist, is going to be bigger, stronger, and heavier than us. So if we strike them, they can hit us back. So unlike our Kempo karate techniques where maybe we're doing a line drill and we hit the person 7 times and everyone claps, oh, that was nice. The person didn't do anything. They just stood there and let you hit away. You know, the reality is that if you choose to strike, you better finish the fight, because if you don't, they're going to hit you back. So I'm going to show you how to de-escalate the situation. I like this from Matt and I's Gracie Jiu-Jitsu training. So when someone grabs your wrist, first of all, I have no base. So if he just grabs my wrist and pulls me, I'm already off balance. So the first rule of Kempo and Gracie Jiu-Jitsu and every martial art is we get in base. And right away, I break it where the thumb is and I take a step back. Hold as tight as you can, Matt. So here's the weak point of the thumb. I get in base and I move away. Okay, so if you're a female being attacked by a much bigger, stronger male, sure, you can poke them in the eye or kick them in the groin or elbow them in the head, but you better end the fight because he's going to hit back. I get in base and I release. If he grabs this hand, I get in base, and just like I'm doing an upward elbow, very smooth. If both hands grab me, similar to begging hands, I get in base and I take a step back. Watch again. Hold as tight as you can. Boom. If both hands grab me, I could do darting mace. But look at this, a little bit of element of strength there before I do my strikes. And by the way, I believe striking isn't your best choice. I love darting mace, it's one of my favorites, but I'll show you something much easier. When he grab as tight as you can, I get in base. If I'm not in base, look at the headbutt. Boom, look at the knee. Yeah, he's got me. So I get in base, my left hand goes over top and grabs my hand. Okay, I'll go in this angle. Hold as tight as you can, Matt. So I get in base, look, I grab my own hand, look, and I move away. He's not strong enough to hold that. Hold tight. I step back and I move away. In the event that the person doesn't grab this way, they flip the grab. Then the same standard way is no good, because I'm working against his fingers. The weak point is here. Hold as tight as you can, Matt. So I will just switch my circle. Look again. So rather than going this way, resist. I'll just go the other direction. If both hands were to grab me and they were to reverse, this doesn't make sense. Begging hands won't work. So I go in base, and I move away. Both hands grab me the normal way. Yeah. And I reach, grab again. Single grab, always in base, single grab, both hands. And look, I've de-escalated the situation, I've moved away, rather than choosing to hit them a number of times.